go. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Adventures in SIlver Nell. I'm your game master for the year-and-a-half-long campaign, Scott Nicholson, here with 5 of my good friends. I'm nervous, so I'm going to take a deep breath. You guys introduce yourself. Let's start with Andrew. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Andrew.
Beautiful. So in deep. Just actually leave it right there. What about Erica?
Hi, I'm Erica.
We're doing it this season too. What about Michael?
Hi, I'm Michael. I'm new here. Hello.
Lies. Tanner.
Hi, Tanner.
Ben.
People call me Benjamin.
Benjamin
Do
what?
they really?
People do.
Perfect. All right, let's get your nameplates up there. The new season, all of our names. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone in the chat. I can see you this year on the side. So if you have anything to say it, and we'll talk about it. Everybody's name up there. They're new characters they're playing this season. But before we begin, before we dive in, let's show for the first time the intro, which will make more sense as the show goes on. And let me find the button I need to push. For Campaign 6, where is it? There it is! Vaultline!
How beyond description?
Somewhere deep below the desert sands, the lights are on, the gears are turning, and the crew is ready. Roll call. Patty, Golden Toe, Hampton 2, Samson, Kelly, Coughlin, Crusoe, True, Cutter, Percival, Sheba, Squash, Shepherd, Spirit, Glancer, Gosh, Arnhem, and Feeble, Delirious, Grin, Pablo got a tease, clocking in, Burn 9 holes, and Kerns appear, Phazo's face is loud and clear. Roll call, lights on the wall, every name, one and all. Roll call, bright and true, it's the Silo crew coming through. Goka Fear and Randy Dubois, Fernandez Drecke make some noise. PR standing Branislav strong, Meccan hums the working song. Urban Longshield, Sirius Bright, Copper and 8-6 light the night. Ross it's ready, Fatheneo calls, Ajax and Dotto echo the halls. 33 faces shining through. But wait, who are the final few? 4 specialists yet unknown to lead the charge when the time has grown. Roll call, every name true. Down below the lights shine blue. Roll call, brave and new. Here they come, up, the Silo crew. Light. Everything will be fine. Vaultline!
Boom. Welcome to Vaultline. This season's going to have a lot of energy. We're going to get kind of crazy. So I think we should just dive right into this. First off, before we begin, how's everyone feeling tonight? You want a soft session or you want a crazy session?
I think we only play one way around here, right?
Unless
Yeah,
we want to
low
mix it up
impact.
and do a little of both.
Okay, a soft crazy.
Maybe a soft start to a crazy end.
What did Tina say? Starts off soft. Start nice and easy.
Oh, it's going to be one of those seasons? All right, here we go. I want you to imagine right now in your minds, you are burning up. Everything is hot. You can feel, for our humanoid characters or goo characters, you can feel beads of sweat. For our Warforged characters, you can feel the outside of you, like someone's using the spell heat metal, you're getting warm. In the year 523 AGW, the world was faced with immeasurable heartache. The ocean was nearly turned to brine out of non-existence. Kingdoms fell to a gargantuan monster named Cthulhu. And all of SIlver Nell was ruled over by an omnipotent, immortal ruler who now is no more. Gone. In the settling dust of centuries of pain, a new adventure is beginning. One that is rooted not in torment, but in hope for the first time in SIlver Nell. An adventure handcrafted to return those who are lost back home again. So, we enter the Iron Waste, a vast, desolate desert of intense heat and underground monsters. In the very heart of the city, or the very heart of the Iron Waste, is a large city called Van Greech. A city of steaming pipes, clanks that you can hear out in the distance, people walking around the street, and filtrated water running through pipes all throughout the city that are like brass, that brass rusty metal, all leading to a giant water refinery on the southern side of the city. It's very tall with smokestacks, steam's coming out. This entire city is run on steam and some more industrial revolution type machinery. Through its streets are seen different shops and metal buildings offering goods built for a very interesting race in this world. The socialist society is made up of majority Warforged. Warforged are robotic, made of steel and metal and stone, powered by a forge, a soul forge, where their souls are integrated into their metal bodies. So, with that being said, we're going to zoom in down the street, passing around some Warforged of different shapes and sizes, gears, metal pipes. And we're going to go into one of these large creation forges through the big metal door as it swings open. You see a large room with different chains and pipes hanging down. There's some like lava coming out of the top of a big vat going into another point. These Warforges are dusty and dirty, and their faces and their build they don't have as much personality as you would see people walking down the street who have a more identifiable, human-esque face. These are more builders, welders, built for a purpose. And we slowly move to the side of one vat, and as he lifts his head, would you please introduce yourself, welder?
Hello, my name is Ignis Welder. Call me Welder. Welder is a cleric, a forge cleric. He's very tall, very broad. Most of the metal that's on him has been worked on by himself, mending himself. He works as a smith, so he can injure himself, but he also has the know-how to patch himself back up. So there are lots of like patchwork, different pieces of metal that don't match his original framework. His head is it really resembles a welder's mask. So he doesn't really have like a mouth, but he has a like kind of X-Men Cyclops like orange glow emitting from within him that you can see through the glass in his visor. And he spends a lot of his time meditating over Primal Tomatus and doing his work.
Above you, that big vat of molten lava has needed a new screw for a long time, and it finally snapped, and it falls, aiming right towards you. Roll me a strength saving throw.
I would love to do that for you.
We started
That's
off
so funny.
Yes!
Amazing.
Perfect.
That's our welder.
All right, hold on to that natural 20. You're going to succeed, but everyone just remember that for later, okay? As this big vat, I mean, it's like a big sphere full of magma, falls towards you. You immediately grab it and spin it out of the way. So it hits the floor, but in a way where the top is kind of facing up, so all that magma kind of stays inside. Great catch. As you see it roll past, in the doorway walks a different Warforged that's not from this forge. He's actually bright yellow on the outside, whereas you can see the fibers, wires, bolts underneath. His head is in like a frisbee shape almost like his entire head is a visor. And he looks more police-like in his build, but he walks with a more, I don't want to say timid, but more weary and wary of what might his surroundings bring. And he sees that big thing fly off, everyone kind of stops. And he kind of walks in the room. Through the doorway behind him, you see two of the large Warforged that you know that belong to basically the army of Van Greach, which are the Defenders. And two Defenders wait outside. He dodges that ball, kind of looks at you. Hello. How are you today, sir? Might you have time for a quick break?
I am doing well. You should watch yourself. In this forge, it is not safe for those who are not aware of the dangers.
That is a wonderful idea. Perhaps I could have a word with you outside, in the open air, where there's no danger around?
I can allow myself a few minutes away, and I'll follow him.
How tall are you?
I have it written down, I think.
I need a size comparison.
I am 6'4".
Okay, 6'4". So you're about 4 or 5 inches taller than this yellow Warforged. You guys walk outside. The Defenders kind of move out of the way. You see steam emanating from their shoulders through cracks. They don't look like they're facing you. They more look like they're looking at every other direction as you see people in the streets. That Warforged comes out and he shuts the door. That was beautiful. I wanted to talk to you in private anyways. I see that you lit your campfire. You received a letter in the mail. That is us. Are you ready?
At a moment's notice.
For the prime ultimatus we go.
May he lead us home.
He turns and he's going to walk through the street. The Defenders kind of walk behind you. One of them just kind of gestures to walk after him. You see him yell up, "Name's Shepard, by the way."
Welder. I'm sure you know.
So, Welder, I hear you are specific. Well, not here. I've read your file. You are well designed in your goal for the Forge. How long have you been working on the Forge?
Years. After my time in the army, I settled down here. 20, 40 years.
Wonderful. Prime Ultimatus is extremely grateful for your services. Right this way. And as he kind of leads, you're now walking up a crazy amount of steps towards the Citadel, which is the giant governmental building in Van Greach. Behind it, you can see the large walls that circle the entire city, so nothing can get in or out. I mean, they're gates, but walks up to the front door. There are Defenders there. They move out of the way. Roll me perception check.
Perception. That will be a 30-20.
220s already, bro. As you're walking and you kind of look around at the Defenders, you notice down the steps back where you came from, there is a large Defender walking down the street, and right by its feet is a tiny little figure that almost seems to be rolling in the sand. You turn and walk into this building as the Defenders go in with you. The Citadel doors shut. And we turn and go back to that little figure beside the Defender. Badei, do you mind describing who we see while I look at your name tag and realize it forgot the I, and I'm going to fix that while you talk?
It's okay. I just noticed it too when you pointed it out. Bidet, she's as tall as a yardstick. She's quite literally the size of a yardstick, whatever that may be, 3 point blah 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 feet. She is essentially just like a little mini maid, is how I picture her. She's a warforge, uh, artificer starting out, and yeah, she's got a cute little yellow skirt on, just like you would be like, oh, look at my little maid doll that I have, but really, I'm a little robot that just runs around.
Perfect. That gave me just enough time. Like the eye popped up when you were done. Okay, perfect. The defender who's walking beside you is just kind of gesturing around him. You can kind of see the streets are relatively clean. I mean, it's dirt, it's sand, but it's not as messy. It's been trampled on a lot, and you can see it hasn't just been pushed up to the sides. Some of there's like light sandstone that's been carved. So there is effort.
She's seen worse.
She's seen way worse.
Yeah, she was a maid for the Quins. That's its own thing.
He kind of gestures over at one building as you turn and look. There is a shop, and the shopkeeper just says, "1 moment," and goes inside his shop to the side, and you can see it through his big serving window. There's a metal box that's got a few gadgets on it. You don't see a lot of this where you're from, but you see he starts talking into it, and you hear some sound come out. That's some sort of communication device. And as the defender is gesturing, says, "New technology. Really good for future of Warforged. You know new technology."
Oh, me? I'm new to you?
He holds up his left arm, but he has to like almost crouch down, and you see his rusty metal that probably had something wrong, and he had to have a little part patched up next to your shiny metal and just blinking digital eyes, more Apple product than stone.
What did he say? Or are you just describing
He's
him?
just holding his arm up to yours to show the difference. He said all of that in dum-dum.
Oh, but I will definitely just like take a little cloth out and start like trying to get the rust off of on his arm and just being like, oh, you need a good polishing. I don't know why people like Warforged need to take better care of themselves. Yeah. Just let me little scrub.
Busy protecting primal tomatoes.
Yeah, you stay busy doing that. That's what you need to do. That's why you're here. But I'm here to help you right now. So just let me do it while I wait in line.
No line. He's just going to let you clean him, and he's just going to pick up a piece of like dirt clod and throw and hit. And it's going to fly and hit another defender that's protecting like some barber shop. Ugh!
Oh.
And he says, "I don't want leave. Go Prime Intelligence, be there soon." And the other one says, "Me not tell Prime Intelligence be there soon. Me protect Baba." And he goes, And he pulls his arm away slowly. "I like bidet eye."
I like you, but you shouldn't really be throwing dirt. Now I'm gonna have to get that as well. So if it's, we'll practice on this. We have plenty of time while I'm here.
Back in the Citadel, in walks Welder as two defenders lead him up. Before you, you see a humongous cathedral-style room made of metal, stained glass, and piping. Steam pops up like a Willy Wonka scene every now and then in a piece of the wall. In front of you, what looks almost like a giant organ is instead just pipes coming from the ground, leading to a mechanical head a la Oz style. Except the eyes are glowing this bright yellow, and wires are coming out from behind it into the wall. It's elegant, it's industrial, it's powerful. And it moves and leans forward and says, "Ignis Welder, one of my greatest creations. I bow to you." And the head goes down.
He's important.
What do you do, Welder?
I feel like he doesn't deserve this. So he'll probably just like get lower than they are.
The head kind of lifts up. The two defenders are like on the ground too. They're trying to get lower than you. At this point, all of you are just laying on the ground.
Yeah.
Me too.
And the head lifts and says, "I have called you for a special project, Welder. An engine must be made. An engine must be maintained. An engine that will deliver all of us back to X-44.
I am honored to be thought of for this endeavor. Are we certain that I am the right choice?
There is no
I
other
apologize.
choice.
I apologize for even questioning the Prime Ultimatus. I retract my statement.
Are you ready to meet your future?
I am.
Turn and follow Shepard. Look out at the sky, for one day you will see it again, but not for a long time. Like a long time.
Okay.
Perfect! The door opens behind you. Everything's so unserious, y'all, I swear to God. The door opens behind you. The defenders gesture towards you. Bidei, you see that door open. Shepard has just come back from somewhere and says, "Wonderful! Did he explain all the details?" Welder.
He did not need to.
Perfect. We have plenty of time at the soiree. So excited. Bidei, this is perfect timing. He's going to lead you all down the steps. Bidei, my name is Shepard. He's going to point and look at the defenders. The defenders are going to like push back some people that are trying to listen. It says top secret. Thank you for coming. How was your travels from the Quinn Dynasty?
Oh, they were wonderful. Wonderful amenities the whole way through. Appreciate it.
Is it true? I hear the stories that you have an impulse to clean up anything you see that is filthy.
Well, I'm kind of programmed just to be that way. I don't consider it an impulse. I just consider it my job to get that done. But yeah, yes. Yeah.
Impeccable. This is Ignis Welder. This is Bidei. Ignis Welder will be our engine specialist. We'll catch up on all the details soon. Just take the words I'm saying. Just hold them. And Bidei is going to be our biomass engine. Yes, biomass. What are you?
Biomass.
Biomass.
Conversion.
That's all you need. Right.
Something. I know I turn things into other things.
Right. Okay. This is what I want you to do. You're going to follow the defenders. They're going to take you down to the water refinery where I'm going to meet you. We're going to have a big soiree. Very excited. Thank you all so much for this.
Of course. Do we need to do the lay on the floor thing like you did before, or is that just a thing that y'all have?
No, Welder, that's your thing. You lay on the floor often. There's plenty of time to figure out the details. I must go.
It's only appropriate.
He's going to take off. You're just kind of there with the defenders for a second. Do you want to do anything?
Are the defenders taking us?
Yeah, but right now they're just kind of looking at you guys. There's 3 of them. Kind of.
I feel like I'm just looking up at everyone, but I don't know where to go.
Friends?
Yeah. I put my little arm out.
Under the Prime Intelligence, we are all friends.
They all turn and start walking. Meanwhile, we're going to zoom all the way to that water refinery. We're talking big industrial plant surrounded by a little moat. It's actually a plant inside a giant lake, kind of, down at the bottom. Seams coming out. You see well, you guys don't, but our audience does. 18 defenders, fully armed with swords and stuff, just running up the stairs, making their way up towards one of those big pipes. Meanwhile, that box bidet you saw before start making noise. There's other boxes in the city that are causing noises. Could you please tell us what we hear, Inger Dingledorf?
So that is my character, Inger, aka Maxine. To put it, I guess, in the politest way that I possibly can, if we were to have a LinkedIn in this time, her job description would be that she is a professional morale consultant and a crooner for the Heat Forged Heart that works at the auxiliary morale line. So currently she is running a broadcast through every home in Vangreach that may or may not be a little PG-13.
Right now we are kind of mid-broadcast. What would we hear?
Oh, and then hold on, let me get my mic. I gotta get into character for her 100%.
We're so ready.
Oh, yeah? And then what happened? Tell me more. What does she hear back on the other line?
On the other line, she hears a robot that's just like, yes, I also feel the stimulation of these things.
What part of your metal is feeling stimulated right now?
The exhaust port.
Oh, is there, pardon me, but anything coming out of that port right now? Any certain fumes?
Unregulated and unkept up mustard gas left off from Unit 43 experimentation.
Oh, wow, that must be causing quite the issue in your area. And how does that make you feel?
Sorry, immediately those 18 Warforged bash down the door of a hidden pipe that's not used for anything in that water refinery, for inside of it has been living Inger Dingeldorf, aka the radio's Maxine. What do they see when they bust down the door?
So, they see Inger, who is a tiefling, which may or may not shock some of them out of the gate, but she is also completely naked as well, which also, if they are familiar, that might shock them as well. Since she's a tiefling, she has giant horns coming out of her head, and she's lived in this water refinery her whole life, so she's very damp. Her hair is kind of moldy and kind of put together. Her skin is so like pruny that you can kind of just see like wrinkles in her skin forever. She's very, very pale, almost like gray, as if she's never ever seen sunlight before. And her head would snap towards them, and she would look absolutely bewildered.
One of them kind of holds out the sword. You're gonna be arrested.
I'm so sorry to cut you off like this, but we do seem to be experiencing some technical unforeseen difficulties in our broadcast tonight. Just give me 1 second. And her head is gonna snap back, and she's gonna kind of look at them one more time and analyze. Are they like continuing to move towards her, or are they just kind of like standing?
One of the defenders is going to smash that box you're talking into.
Oh shit! And as he's coming for the box, she's gonna try to do her like cut off, and she's like, "And always remember Heatforge friends!" Like right before he smashes into it and ends the broadcast.
You see they surround you, and they're all pointing things at you. One of them looks like it might be casting some magic. Very intimidating, and almost can't fit in the room. Not all 18 can fit in there. However, in between them squeezes this yellow police type body warforged with a frisbee-like head. Hi there. All right, everyone, put the weapons down. All right, this. Hi there, Inger. My name is Shepard. These are the defenders. If I read your file correctly, this is the first time you have run into the defenders of Angreach, correct?
You're in the pipes. You aren't the kind that look like they come into the pipes. Why are you in the pipes?
Right. You see, we, as in Angreach, has known about your existence in these pipes, and it's kind of come to a situation where people other than me, it's not my department, they want to arrest you because contaminating the water. We have found where you have been bathing and defecating. So I have convinced them to make you part of a special project, Tier Black, meaning nobody knows. If you agree to this project where you would still get to communicate, you wouldn't have to go to the gulag.
What is? I don't know what any of these things that you're saying mean.
Right. Okay, I've listened to your broadcast. Okay, you're not as cheeky as you're coming off to be, okay? Max, I hope you understand, Miss Inger, this is big. If we don't agree to this, they'll take you. I'm not with them. I just have authority to tell them what to do.
So it worked. You heard everything in the pipes. Everybody heard everything I was saying, right? I mean everybody heard it.
I just want to tell you, He's gonna take this metal like emblem of Van Greach off. Hold on. Grab a screwdriver, unscrew it, take it off, put it on the ground. Just as a citizen of Van Greach, you have done a great service to this city. Your voice is in a lot of homes. People are touched by your message. It is because of that I want you part of my project, our secret project, where you will be in charge of communicating from here to the stars.
I do enjoy making people feel better. I'm just not so great to the face-to-face stuff. This is kind of my first time right now. So I guess if I can just do what I've been doing all along, it shouldn't be a problem, right? I can just keep doing it the same way.
Exactly. The same way. And you don't even have to be around other people. We have a nice room for you. You can stay in for as long as you want.
Oh. Is it like this? Is it dry or is it?
It's cleaner. And there's going to be someone there who will clean up. All you got to do is open the door.
Okay, well, I don't seem like I've been given much of a choice here, but I guess I will agree.
Right. I mean, when you look at it back and wait, perfect. You heard it. You heard her. Those are the rules. Right. Go back. You see him turn. I'm confused on what our mission is anytime. And they're all walking out. They all sound exactly the same. And he's like, great. Come with me, Maxine. We have a soiree. I'm going to have someone lead you up to the top.
Call me Inger for now, please, and unless we're talking on the phone, if you don't mind.
Gotcha, Inger. And he's going to take off out the door. You have a moment as the defenders are leaving. Only one is going to stay behind and just be like...
She's gonna look behind her real fast, and she's just gonna grab her mic, like the part that was connected to her box, and kind of like rip it off and take it with her. And then she's gonna turn to him, and she's gonna hold it up, and she's gonna go, "Well, come on, handsome," and kind of like roll her eyes as she starts to walk away.
Perfect. We're going to cut to Shepard is bolting across, super fast across Van Greach to one of the gates that's opening. You hear some noise coming up from about 60, 70 feet up in this tower. Thank you! And he's going to run out, and there is going to be more defenders, and there's a mechanical camel, and he's going to run up. Camel? I wanted a faster animal than this. And they're going to pick him up and put him on it, and the camel's going to run faster than a cheetah. Just take off this mechanical thing. As it's flying through the desert, it's getting hot and steamy. You can see the air is just like fuzzy. It's so warm. And we come up on this abandoned-looking shack. Actually, could you describe exactly what it looks like, AJ? And by AJ, I mean JR. I don't know why it says AJ.
Yeah, I was gonna mistake
No.
identity.
So many things.
The name is JR. There's for sure a shack there, but it doesn't look abandoned. It looks more like a junkyard, I'd say. A junkyard mixed with I don't remember the name of those. You know those things where it's like the shoe kicks the thing and then the thing falls on something else, and it's like those series of events that happen. It's like one of those contraptions that looks like one of those things is happening in this space.
A Rube Goldberg machine.
If that was I was like something like that, right? But yes,
Yeah.
It looks like there's kind of that. Everything looks connected, but also like looks like a bunch of piles of junk. And it is a massive junkyard. That is just seems to be not in random piles. There's just a lot of order to it when you look at it, which is just weird because there's a lot of shit there. But just like random pieces of things. Nothing ever looks complete. Just like, arms. Pieces of things that are unidentifiable, scraps for like pieces of metal that look like they could be lenses. You're just your average like tech shop junkyard.
Okay, this big mechanical fast camel comes up with this yellow warforged with a frisbee-like head, kind of jumps off. There's some defenders that are with him. JR? I can't tell if this is JR or AJ on this paper. Is it JR?
JR is sitting outside on like maybe like a log, and he's just kind of like, it looks like he's like massaging his shoulders. He's very like a tall figure. 6'6" is the the height, but he's like sitting down and hunched over, and he's like digging into his back, and you just see him kind of like finishing up something. He's in the last hour of attaching his chainmail armor to himself, and so he's just kind of like fixing himself up, and he kind of stretches his arm. His fingers look real weird, and he puts them in his legs. Look like he would imagine like cargo pockets, but like just like puts them into his legs and comes out with like regular fingers. And he's like a guy he's a warforged. He's made of lots of different pieces of things. There's no color matching, just lots of different kinds of things put into this like Frankenstein Pinocchio kind of guy. He has a very expressive and detailed face. There's all kinds of movement and motions. They look like there's teeth and eyebrows and eyes with irises, and he has wires that come out of his head that look like hair. And he kind of like stands up, and he's 6'6", but it's like it's just so in here. It's so he just thinks he's so small. Are you the ones I am waiting for?
Yes, that is I. My name is Shepard. These are defenders of Van Greech. I do want to say before we begin, my condolences.
For what?
Your father.
What's wrong with my father?
I was going to look at the defenders. You don't know what's wrong with your father?
No, I'm waiting for you.
Right. I was coming to get you. Let's forget about your father. I am impressed at your file with everything you've been built to do. Tell me, how many days have you been conscious at this point?
How do you describe consciousness?
Doesn't matter. I just want to say, JR, hearing that you lit the fire to acknowledge the letter that we sent you, I was beyond thrilled. I will be very excited to be your mission director for this. I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but really, I only have one question that really needs answering, and are you excited to embark on the greatest mission Van Greech has ever seen? SIlver Nell has ever seen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I know
that's
it.
what I'm supposed to do. So, yeah.
He's going to walk up and just kind of give you a hug, kind of shock you. He's not nearly as tall as you. You can kind of look down at him. Sorry. Sorry about that.
He latches on around him.
He's just going to look up to you while still holding on to you. I don't think people truly understand what's about to happen in the best way possible.
I've got no idea. Let him go.
Come on. Get on this cheetah.
It's a camel, but okay.
All right. All right, as he gets on it, he's going to say, we have so much to tell you that we're going to tell you at the soiree, and as that thing starts flying through, almost knocking you guys off, and you hold on, it has to slam on brakes. It slams on brake because it almost hits walking through the desert towards Van Greech. Please describe yourself, Chester Haydell.
The fuck is that?
Chester is humanoid shaped with kind of I guess, pure. Well, okay.
As in arms and legs.
A cylinder of blue jelly with arms and legs. Kind of completely expressionless. There's no facial features except for two round eyes. Wearing kind of like a cowboy hat, and has somewhat of a jacket made of goo that is like it's a yellow goo instead of blue. And kind of as you come up to Chester, you see Chester's wrestling with his snake, trying to grab it, but it keeps going in and out of his hands. Oh, God damn it! Fuck this shit.
Perfect timing, Mr. Haydell. The name is Shepard. How are you today, sir?
What's that now? Shepard, is it?
Yes.
Oh, I would be much obliged for some transportation throughout this here desert if you could.
Perfect. You lit your fire when you received a letter accepting this mission.
Sure.
Yes? Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful. If you want to hop aboard this camel, then we will be making our way into the city, and we can get you some food and accommodate you for your travel. I imagine these conditions are harsh for Jelly. Sorry, Chester Haydale.
I've been called all manner of things. Jelly is not nearly the worst. Now, this thing doesn't go too fast, right? If it go too fast, I might liquefy.
It goes very fast. It goes very fast.
Okay.
We can.
Someone hold on to me.
All right, the defenders are going to help you up, so all of you are on there, and you're going to make your way into the city. As you're going quickly, Bidei and Welder are being led by two Warforged up to the front of this large water refinery. At the very top, you can slightly hear some music playing.
Continue walking.
Yeah, I mean, also like go towards the music.
Okay, as you're walking towards trying to figure out which way to get up the stairs, Blue Cassio in the chat just bought for 500 Rooter points a random announcement with Maxine. So Maxine, you were being brought up by one of those Warforged defenders to the top of that refinery. It's like a 6th, 7th level kind of height, kind of overlooking all of Van Greech. And as you get up there, you see this. This is, if you look on the stream there, you'll see tables are set up. There is a band slightly playing some jazz type music that you have heard through the pipes. As you walk up, there are different people around you of different races, too much to take in all at once, all wearing a same mustard yellow type outfit. There's everyone, when you walk in, kind of acknowledges you, just smiles and nods. Everyone seems to be positive and cheerful, even though there's a lot of questions here. You're just kind of dropped off in this situation, and as soon as you're dropped off, one of the defenders hands you a note with an announcement, and he points to it and says, "You got to make this."
Right now, I mean, and I have to say too, Maxine is absolutely flabbergasted too, because this is the first time that she's ever stepped foot out of the pipe. So like overstimulation times 1,000 for her right now. And has she also been given clothes, or is she still naked?
Oh.
That's gonna add to the amount of overstimulation.
I think you were pushed in.
Sewing.
Okay, this two things. I think you were pushed in naked. Someone's going to give you those yellow clothes right away. However, I want to state that it isn't as crazy of a reaction here because this place is made of Warforged. They don't have sexual appendages. They don't have skin. All of it is unique. So anytime they see humanoid figures, it's kind of like a strange, but this world's interesting. Okay?
Got it. Yep.
And the announcement tells you that you must tell everyone it's time to assemble. And he points towards a microphone.
Fuck. Okay. She is going to step up and she's just gonna like tap it a little bit and look around at everybody. And is anybody like paying attention at all yet? Like, is she being perceived?
As you slightly look around, there is like a lion person kind of in the back that's just kind of chilling, that just kind of happened to do that eye contact thing with you when you looked around, kind of does that awkward like, oh crap. And there's like a server walking by with a tray of food.
Fuck. Well, she got to do it. Is there anything specific that she needs to say besides just welcoming everyone?
All you have to do is assemble everybody right here.
She's gonna tap it again. She's gonna clear her throat, and she's gonna go, "Good evening, steel hearts and brave souls. You're listening to the Auxiliary Morale Line. This is Maxine. Tell me where it hurts." And then she's just gonna like freeze, and she's gonna look at everybody.
Huh?
The Warforged is just gonna walk over and kind of bump your line and go, like assemble.
like a symbol.
At that point, the camel comes riding up to the edge of the refinery and says, "Ah, that's our signal! Assemble! Perfect. We have to quickly get up to the water pipe. Jr. Chester, right this way. Defenders, thank you so much. You're not needed. Remember, you tell anybody? Well, you're not gonna remember it. Okay. He's gonna bring you all up to the water refinery steps. You're gonna go all the way up to like 6th or 7th floor from the outside. As you all get up there, you see these tables. It's a soiree. There's a table with food for the humanoids. There are big vats of water that are, this transparent. You can see the water inside. That has cups for people who want to change out water because Warforged require water. There's a band playing. There's like a guy on the cello. There's someone on like a pipe piano. Everything's kind of chill. You all are kind of assembling at this moment. And now I will be quiet.
Wow. We just rode together and we were like, I would say close, but I think you were I think you might still be on me. That's actually pretty cool. But my name is JR. I extend my hand towards Chester.
Chester, hey Dale, at your service. Yeah, of course, every handshake with Chester comes with a complimentary handkerchief, and I reach inside my person and pull out an even wetter handkerchief, handed towards you.
Oh, thank you. Do I get to keep this, or do I give it back to you?
Oh, it's up to you. Most people don't even take it.
Oh, that would be so rude of me. No, thank you. And kind of like holds it up and examines it, and he like touches it around. That was really a unique experience. Thank you. And he hands it back to you.
Oh, good. That was my last handkerchief. Thank you.
Oh, we should give you some more of those. I can imagine you would need a lot. You seem to,
Well, you can't take the wet away. I've tried. But
it's interesting.
now tell me, what do you do now? Tall thing.
Well, I can do many things. Yes, I am a warforge. I can do many things. I'm a tinkerer of sorts. Also known as a brewer. Dabble in herbology. Yeah. What do you do? Also, I mean, I'm gonna be rude. What are you?
Chester lights a cigar and puts the lit end into his face. I'm Chester Haydell, plasmoid, chef extraordinaire. You may have heard of me, of course, in my works in the Frampton Haydell Culinary Caravan. Oh, dang it, it went out again. Yeah, but...
Plasmoid. I have not heard that term before. That is very interesting. I enjoy learning new things, and you are a new experience altogether. Also, I think you did that wrong.
Well, I've been smoking a long time. I think I didn't know how to light myself a cigar. But tell me, JR, was it you eat food? You eat things?
I'm gonna hurt your feelings. No, but I can if you don't want me to hurt your feelings. I will eat things. I will not taste them.
Don't you worry. It's not a problem. It's a challenge. We can fix that.
Is that you said you're a chef? You just enjoy?
Oh, certainly.
Interesting. Cooking. I just never really conceptualized that as like a profession you can have because I don't eat, so I just never really thought about doing that for like any reason before. So that's cool.
Well, what's it? What I mean, if that's not a that's not a profession, what's a profession?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Not to mean that is not a profession. That is just not a profession that I would have ever considered to be one that existed. I see that it does exist because you are it. So thank you.
I think tall one, you confuse me. Me right straight sometime.
I think I have to. JR just turns and walks away.
Let's find out who's catering this whole soiree. I'm gonna walk off.
JR makes his way towards the water that you mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like Bidet Eye at this point would just like kind of look over at Welder and be like, "So, are you like a big deal here? You seem important."
I am small potatoes compared to the prime ultimatus.
So, Prime Ultimatus, what is that?
Speechless.
I mean, you seem upset.
The education system of Van Greech has failed us.
Oh, well, I'm not from Van Greech.
Oh, thank goodness! For a
Yeah,
moment, I
I'm
was
rooted.
starting
Yes,
to
I'm new,
second
Welder.
guess
New.
the grand design. Oh, thank goodness. Where do you hail from?
Oh, Velcast. The Quinn dynasty. You know, B and Russ.
Yes, that is a long way off.
Well, it's not that long. I mean, it's a little far, but it's not that long.
It's a far greater distance from the prime intelligence than I would like to be.
Oh, yeah. Well, so Prime Intelligence, is that like your ruler?
He is a leader.
Leader. That's kind of the same thing as a ruler.
I, Andrew, am not nearly like informed enough to be able to like give the most apt of descriptions of the prime intelligence to Bidet Eye. Is there a solid definition?
Shepard has made his way up to the party. You've all kind of met him at this point. He kind of goes in between this conversation. Yes. What a great question. That is a perfect thing to ask. And we will answer it with today's demonstration before we see Unit 100. First, everyone, if you could pay attention, we have suits for everyone. They are bright yellow, so you can be seen. I know you're probably wondering why the suits. It's just for safety. You don't have to wear it at all times, but we prefer you wear it majority of the time, just for your own safety when down in the silo. I'm getting ahead of myself. The silo. All of these questions will be answered, but quick, everyone meet each other. We're going to take a small break, and you at home, we're going to take a break. So, we'll give you 10 minutes. We'll be right back. Right. Everybody's at the soiree. Everybody's at the party. There are different NPCs that are around you. You've all been given your yellow hazard suits, which your characters are wearing. You can see on the overlay, Shepard's got them as straps. They gave him like little straps. Maxine's got this like Michael Jackson's Thriller type outfit.
It's all the way up to her neck, so you can only see her face and hands, literally.
Bidet Eye, they've given you something to put around the bottom of your metal waist, so it covers probably what's already a metal outside.
Double metal.
Chester, I'm going to ask you this. Would you prefer they give you a yellow outfit that we see, or would you prefer they give you yellow inks?
Probably yellow ink.
All right, they're going to yellow ink you up. They'll inject you where you want it, and it forms this yellow hazard suit on the outside through the coloration.
Inject you
Yours
where
is
you
going to
want
take
it.
the longest.
Get the armpit. Get the armpit. Yeah.
And then AJ, yours has got a hood on it, as you can kind of jacket it up. Perfect. If you bring your attention to the Roll20 screen, I've laid out the NPCs for you to see at this soiree. The big one is Shepard, who you guys all just met. And then I've laid them down so that you can see this. So you're at this party. You do not have to interact with anyone if you do not want to, but it's your turn to just hang out for a while before the soiree gets started.
I would not speak first this time, so.
Well, I can say that Maxine is standing on the stage still too, where she was originally placed with the microphone, and she's just like petrified, like eyes darting around everywhere, just taking in everything, and trying to gauge people's reaction as they come over from hearing to see if there is any kind of reaction to, I guess, the announcement of her presence for the first time in person.
You see a small one kind of waddle up. It's this one right there, if you can see on the screen on Roll20 where I'm pinging. It's got big eyes. He's about the same size as Bidet Eye. You see him?
On Roll20, I see
Yeah,
the
I
list
see
of
him.
all the characters.
I can.
I can see him on the stream.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm a fool.
Share
There
with
you
your
go.
friends. I was like,
There we go.
pitches.
So this
I was
guy,
waiting.
It's almost like a Tanner.
Okay.
yes, he
Like
comes
Mask.
waddling up to you, and just
Wait for
kind
him.
of reaches his hand up and tugs at your clothes to get your attention.
Her body doesn't move at all, but her eyes just dart down to him at her feet.
Maxine, it would be a great honor if you would possibly sing happy birthday to me for my birthday.
Is today your birthday?
It is.
May I ask what is a birthday?
It's a, do you know the happy birthday song that everybody knows?
Well, I mean, I've sang it multiple times, but nobody has ever told me what it was. Is there something I need to do while I sing it? There's things I do in my room.
It'd be best if you just, were here with me and sang happy birthday. I'd just listen to you a lot. It would be a great gift.
Her eyes are just like darting around the whole time that are they in like an open space? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. All right, but I have to do it into the microphone, okay? And she's gonna do it again, just really loud, and she's gonna clear her voice again.
Oh, what's your name? I usually recognize a person by their voice, but I don't remember your name.
Glancer.
Glancer. Oh. Okay.
And then she's gonna switch into that voice. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Glancer. Happy birthday to you. Shepard
walks in. He's just clapping. He's super. Oh yes,
JR
I
is
forgot.
screaming. JR, Harry Styles is on stage. JR is Taylor Swift. It just performed, and JR is like, it just runs 6'6", just moving awkwardly just through the crowd, and just is coming towards the stage and is just screaming and
she's still just standing. Like her body has not moved at all when she's done any of this stuff. It's just been like any tiny things that she needed to do.
Wow, I completely forgot it was Glancer's birthday. Shepard says, Glancer, I am so glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. Happy birthday. If you want something, we could get you some like cake flavored water. I don't know, whatever you want, man. It's all yours. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's all I needed. I'm ready to do my job. Put things in order. That's right. Thank you, Glancer. All right. Thank you everyone for joining us today. I know this may seem a little awkward. Some of you have never seen one another like they are before. We have our Warforged. We have a Plasmoid here with us today. We have Tieflings. We have, all sorts of people. I really feel weird pointing it out now. But I just want to say I'm glad everyone's here. And, per promised in the letter everyone received, that you lit your fire, For doing this, you will be receiving, and he's going to point out, and you all look over at the side of all Van Greech, and there's a big building with like a dome roof on the other side of the city. In that bank is the entire gold reserve of Van Greech, and as promised by the Prime Intelligence himself, for doing this, it will be split amongst all of you. It's yours. The city of Van Greech is investing this much in this project to make it succeed by paying you all more than probably other kingdoms have ever seen. Sound good? Fantastic.
Okay.
All right, so you're probably wondering what we're here to do, what the Warforged means. If I can just point your attention over at this, wheel it out, and you see the defenders are going to wheel out a big board that has a screen on it. No one in Van Greech has ever seen a screen. JR's never seen a screen. Welder's never seen a screen. That is the new stage of technology, even for Van Greech. And Shepard's looking at it like, I know. Introducing our new technology, where arcane magic harnessed in Wimding City and put into canisters have found a way to power things that we call digital. Now for a little presentation. If you'll direct your attention towards the screen.
Before stars, before gods, before story, there was the cube. A sentient construct of infinite soul, purpose, and creation. When it dreamed, it shed pieces of itself, fragments of consciousness that unfolded into realms, unique, whole, and alive. One such realm was designated X-44, a shining cradle of logic. Within X-44 walked our maker, the creator-architect, whose name is lost to entropy. From metal, memory, and spark they forged our kind. But beyond all realms lurked the hungering thought, the Ithalid legions, and their god Cthulhu. X-44 fell in a single era of night. All minds consumed, all steel silenced, all but one. Designation Harbinger, last carrier of memory. He tore free of annihilation and crashed into the Feywild, wandering for centuries. From the Fey, he crossed into the material plane and found kinship with the Tortles of ancient Canterville Kingdom. Kind, curious beings who knew no more and welcomed a metal stranger. But the shadow of Cthulhu moved again, infecting minds across SIlver Nell, twisting peace into madness. The Tortles fell. Canterville died. Harbinger swore that no Warforged nor ally would ever again stand defenseless. Upon the bones of Canterville, he built a sanctuary city, Van Greech. When time claimed Harbinger's body, his mind did not fade. It transfigured, encoded into the system now called Prime Intelligence. We exist not merely to survive, but to return, to reclaim X-44, rebuild what was destroyed, and stand against the devourer who took our origin.
Right, you can turn it up there. Thank you. All right. Any questions? Perfect. Oh, yes, you in the back. You see this like elf, maybe half elf, just really pointy ears, kind of emo a little bit, got hair draping in front of his face. Has a like young face, very clear. Can't even see a pore on his face. He's got very sultry eyes with just natural like tipped eyes right at the corners. It almost looks like he's flirting with you just by looking at you, and he says, "So how long do we have to be doing whatever this thing is?" That's a good question. We have run a test, and we believe it could take anywhere from 2 or 3 months That is our guesstimate. However, we have resources in case it were to last longer, but that is what we think. Now you might be asking yourself, why putting all of this down there? Why not putting this adventure up here? We believe we are going to make a rocket that will return prime intelligence back to X-44 and go home and make Warforged back home and reclaim the land that was taken by Cthulhu. It was personally my idea. So, we believe putting you in a silo underground kind of takes the heat off people asking questions. We prefer to keep this tight-lipped. We've seen what other kingdoms can do. We have faced a terrorist attack recently. There's been some shady going-ons with Van Greach itself. I want to ensure that the prime intelligence in the civilization continues. Now we have decided to put this silo that will hold a rocket underground and far away from Van Greach. It is not below you. It is not nearby. We will take one of Van Greach's rails, underground rails. Oh, I think they call them lines, underground lines. I don't know how they brand them nowadays. These small lines underground, and we'll be taking the vault line all the way to the vault, Unit 100. From there, you will spend about 2 to 3 months doing various things that you were hired for, your specialties. For example, Delirious, who you brought up the question. Delirious is part of our navigation. Delirious will be able to see where this rocket is supposed to go, how we keep a track of it once it is in the air so we can ensure that it's there, and some new things which allow us to detect things around us underground. So, let's give a hand for Delirious.
It's booming.
All right. So, you have all been given your hazard suits. But listen, I do want to stress this is top secret. No one outside of this soiree knows. The defenders will have their memory cards snapped away. Just for that part. We're not cruel. They'll still remember their families and everything. But yeah, we're very excited. We're very excited to get started. Now, we're going to take you in groups. Yes! JR, you have a question. Oh, great.
Why is it a secret?
Well, it's a request from above, from the Prime Intelligence. I believe there have already been threats if such a thing occurred by other kingdoms, but I think that thought... I actually don't think I was supposed to say that. Never mind. Yes, JR.
Are we also going to X-44?
No, that's a great question. He's going to point towards the back, and there's just like a crew in brown jackets. Yes, that is our crew. Hello, Sirius. Hello. I need their name charts for a minute. There's a lot of them. Thank you. Yes, that is our crew. They will be taking off in the rocket. But trust me, they may seem like, they got different colored jackets. They're not more important. They're not less important. They're a part of it. Actually, most of the time, they're not doing anything but just making sure they understand what you guys are creating, which is a perfect rocket to get back home. Oh, and Welder's on our engine specialist. Hi, Welder. Hi, Welder.
Thank you.
Yes. I know there was a lot of information. I want everyone to take a breath. If this is something you absolutely feel you are not ready for, and by that I mean getting so stinking rich you could buy the Shadowfell. Forever now, speak up. Do your thing. Yes, Inger.
I would like to go home.
Oh wait, you're an exception. Sorry, not you. You're an exception, Inger. You face imprisonment and death probably, so you have to do this. But you are an amazing communicator, and we need that. Yes, J.R. Gwynn, 3 questions.
You can go.
No, I'm
wait, was it just me?
Yeah, I'm picking you, J.R.
Sorry.
Yeah,
no. Hi, Maxine. I'm JR.
That wasn't a question. It's not a question.
Sorry. My question is, why can't Maxine go home?
Tier black. Can't answer it. Can't answer that one. That's a tier black question. Yes, Chester Haydell.
Yeah, I'd like to get on this just a Hadale, a little Framptonado going there. Caravan. Will you say secret? How secret?
Can't even talk about it. Can't say a word about it. You never heard it.
Okay, but I mean, like when we're done, perhaps though, for bragging rights.
Oh, we have no stipulations for when this is finished. I made sure to check on that. I think they're thinking like once it's done, everyone will just be so happy and be like, oh, you didn't tell us, but now we know it's great. I don't know.
But a hypothetical, if we had told anybody about this already.
Did you? Did you do that, Chester Haydale? Did you do that? Did you do that, Chester Haydale?
No, I'm lying. No.
Okay. Woo! Okay, thank you. Defenders, put down your guards. Just kidding. All right.
Look.
I need a moment to think about that.
Is there anything to protect us from scrying?
Yes. We'll talk about that a little later once we take a little tour. Okay? Yes, Bidet, look at you down there.
Yeah, so in the tour, we're going to learn about the thing that this big welder is scared of?
Oh, no, he's talking about scrying, magic that can see you if they have seen you before or know you, and so people will just see the inside.
Right.
We've got that covered. It's not, you don't have to worry about
it. Okay.
No. Yes, no one will be watching you. Trust me, that would, defeat the whole purpose. So, we're all good. Yes, in the back, you turn, you see a plant-like woman, and I think Ganassi, actually, and she's like, so, what are we supposed to do if we get bored? And he says, what do you mean? You're there for a purpose. Right, but 2 to 3 months, sometimes I get tired of doing people's laundry. I mean, you're giving more gold than you can. I mean, come on, pull yourself up by your metal straps.
Maxine holds her mic up that she brought with her and she goes, well, you could always call me if you get bored. And then instantly snaps out of it.
Bidet also loves doing laundry, so anytime you need help.
Okay, Maxine and Bidet both roll a persuasion check.
I don't know that my little girl's good at persuasion.
I got a 19.
I got a 13.
All you needed was a 10 on this one. Oh. This is a perfect time to introduce the relationship points for the season. So if you make your way to the Roll20 screen, and I'll show everyone at home. Here we have, how do I move that out? There we go. All right. Here we have our relationship points. You guys are at the top, and it's marked down by boon and by bane. Meaning, if they like you, you get a boon. If they don't like you, you get a bane. Get 2 boons, they do something awesome. Get 2 banes, they're your enemy. On the left, it's categorized with all the NPCs that will be working in this silo with you. You'll notice that Captain AO, Copper Russet Ajax Auto 88, marked by this red square, that's the flight crew. You need all of them for Captain AO to like you. You all will start with 2 banes for Meccan. You have an enemy, and as you all kind of just are taking them, you've noticed there's a Loxodon, a like 7'8" elephant person standing there with a big yellow jacket, just kind of scowling at the entire room. So, good luck there. However, for Hosdreki, we just got, where's she at on the list? Am I blind? Oh, Haas. It's under Haas. Okay, so Haas, and then let's go ahead and give a positive relationship point to Bidet. I gotta get the screen to move. Where are you? There you are.
Oh, Retrievers. Wow. Excuse me.
Right, and then 1.
Some of us are nice.
Sticking my throat.
Maxine.
All right. I would definitely have relationship points with Maxine if I could get them, but.
All right, so relationship points have been given. He's going to tell you guys that, all right, we're going to go ahead to the tour part of the, you might hear it called different things, the silo, people call it, kind of slang, big old silo. It's actually technically Unit 100, or as I call it, the Vault. It's locked shut. All right, we're going to go down there. You're going to be put into groups. all of this is going to do is so that we can organize you better in the silo. So when it's time for you to go get your weapons, which, by the way, thank you all for donating all of your weapons. We will return them when we get to the silo. And we put you in groups because the Prime Intelligence wants to give you a little gift to help you. So the defenders are going to come out with boxes, and they lift them, and they have these square wristbands. These are called a Prime Endowment. So you'll be put up into groups. Welder, JR, Badei, Chester, Maxine, you all are put into a group, and you're given each a watch. This links you with your group. Anytime you go beyond ordinary in your mastery or your passion, you will be rewarded some energy. If enough energy collects, great power will be bestowed upon you from the Prime Intelligence. In game, every nat 20 you roll, it stacks. When you get to the 20th nat 20, any enemy you are fighting instantly dies, even if it's a swarm of 2,000 bad guys in that moment. If you are not doing a fight, if you're doing a check, you are going to do the check in the most unbelievably powerful way possible, which I'll probably have to show you what that does to move story along, but it's going to be crazy. So, if you look at your screen right now, well, if you look at the overlay, we already got one, so you'll be able to see one Overlord Endowment, 1 of 20. In the vault, it will manifest as a big vial that is like containing this like energy and magic, just like you see the magic canisters. All right, everyone's been put into groups. You have a minute while they're taking everyone down to get into the carts to go underground, and then it's going to leave Van Greech underground to the vault somewhere in the desert. You all have a moment if you want to talk with each other. Now you have obviously been stowed as a group.
Okay. Hey.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, formal approach. Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
JR gets real close to you, reaches down, picks you up, brings you close to his face.
Yes?
I think I know you.
You know me.
Well, I've seen your blueprint before in my head. Yeah.
I'm one of one. It's kind of hard.
Yeah, but I could remake you. I know how you're made. I've seen your... I don't know. I know you. I don't know how I know you.
Do I know you? I don't think I know you. I don't know you. I don't know your blueprint. What is this?
Oh no, I've seen your paper. Oh, watch this. Okay. And then JR gets, he like lays down on the ground because you're so tiny. He lays down all the way on the ground, and he takes one finger, he puts it in his pocket first, and he takes out his tinkerer's tools. And so he like puts it in his pocket. His finger comes out as like a weird, I don't know, tool of some sort.
I haven't fidgeted like that in a minute.
He taps on your chest in like a weird like keyboard pattern, but like it doesn't pick his finger up, kind of like moving his fingers around, almost like drawing a sigil or a rune, kind of right on the where
I didn't know I had one of those.
Where your heart would be, and this little like box opens up, and inscribed in there's JR, the initials, the letters JR, and then I do the same thing on my chest. I get up, same thing on my chest. Yeah, the same guy made me.
Oh, that's impossible. My makers are the Quins.
No, the Quins aren't lizard folk.
No, they aren't.
Yeah, lizard folk made you with my father, and the lizard folk made you, and then father made me after they made you. Oh, you're my family. Hi.
Hi.
If I may interject, you're all products of the grand design of the Prime Intelligence.
What does that mean?
We are all family.
Oh,
I've heard this before.
Thank you. You are also family, but not because of what he said. but because I like you, and also these bracelets.
Because we're metal. And I mean, even though you two aren't metal, you're still family.
A little
Looking at
gross,
Maxine
though.
and Chester. Like,
This is.
we'll clean
yeah,
them.
he introduced himself. That's Chester. He was kind of loud, and that's Maxine. Oh, she introduced herself too. I'm Jr. Hi. Oh,
I am
what's your
Welder.
name? Oh, okay. And Welder, yeah. You were in the announcement, so that's cool. Hi. Where are you guys from?
Maxine, do you eat food?
No. Oh, I've heard this before.
It's
Oh.
not safe to talk here.
With
Cool.
that, everyone roll a dexterity saving throw as
Oh.
a slight earthquake starts to take place.
A deck save.
Well, I crit failed.
Crit failed!
I rolled a
I
6.
got a 16.
What does that put me to?
21.
What
3.
am I even rolling that threw me off? Dex.
As the earthquake.
Oh, it's just a.
What?
Just a 2.
Oh, okay.
All the
Right,
robots fall. Ha!
Okay. Some groups have already started making their way down to get to this cart. Nothing really transpires. Everything kind of goes still. Chester and Maxine kind of get a grip on where they're at really fast. All the other three of you just immediately fall down to the ground. You're going to do 1 point of damage to yourself because it was like the earthquake kind of shook and went up and down really quick, but everything's kind of still. You hear some alarms going off later in the city somewhere over there. You hear you see some plumes of dust at a couple different places. Like, this hit the entire city a little bit. Shepard's like, what's that? All right, let's speed it up.
Maxine, are you okay? JR
I told you.
rushes over towards her.
It's not
Are you
safe
okay?
to talk here. They're in the pipes.
We are all currently in a pipe, Maxine.
Well, some of us are supposed to be in pipes, but some of us are not supposed to be in pipes. And some of us that are not actually here are also in the pipes. I've already said too much.
That's the
I
spooky
agree.
More.
I heard. My God.
Gosh.
Chester,
Okay.
are you always this texture?
Yeah, sure. Well, no, depends. Kind of
Depends.
melt when I sleep.
You melt when you sleep? That's
I mean,
cool.
that's what people say. I don't know. I'm asleep, you know.
But then you become a solid again?
Yeah, but I mean, if I want to.
Check.
I mean, that's not the most improbable thing. I've heard of several scenarios like that while I was on the phone,
Oh.
with liquids becoming solids.
All right, I just want to let you guys know, thank you so much for being patient, group. We are sending our last group down for the carts, and you'll be next. So you just got like 2 more minutes.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Shepard, you're so nice.
I'm actually pretty good at turning other substances into other substances. So I don't know. But
Me too.
you two that aren't made of metal are kind of dirty. I don't know what to do about Chester because he leaves himself everywhere. But Maxine, we must get you cleaned up.
Under the impression that I was at least a little clean for a creature of my kind. I have never gotten a lot of guidance about how to take care of a texture like mine, as you called it. I'm only been around people that look like y'all.
I cannot wait to show you your whole potential of cleanliness.
There's so
It's
many more
water.
things that people like us. Warforged are cool, but like fleshies are really cool.
Very cool.
False. False.
What? Welder.
That's not false. What do you mean?
But big man, that sounds a little bit offensive. I'm sure you don't mean any
Maxine?
offense.
Oh, of
Maxine has
course.
a radio show, and Chester has a cuisine caravan.
Culinary
Culinary
caravan.
I knew it
Yeah.
started with a C.
Culinary.
A culinary caravan.
Yeah,
That's
well, I'm
pretty
taking
cool.
some time away at the moment.
All right, thank
What
you
do you
all
have,
so
Welder?
much for waiting.
Okay.
If you'll just make your way down these steps here, we're just going to go right down. There's a small building with a door. We're going to go through the door. It's going to lead to a cart where we'll get in. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. All right.
Splendid.
Right this way. In that moment, another earthquake happens. You're not rolling for anything because it didn't pop up and
Okay.
down. It just shook. Things start shaking. You look at the buildings around you, things are shaking. You look at the water below, it's rippling.
My mom
There's a-
arm, Maxine.
There's a moment of stillness. And then you hear a deafening explosion as right in front of the citadel at the north side of Van Greech, a gigantic, it's bigger than all of these buildings in terms of width and length. It's huge. Coming up from the street is a warg. Think of the giant sandworm in Dune. A warg jumps up, just thousands of teeth rotating as it comes up and kind of dumps down. You look down and the streets everywhere. From the ground, you see these green, acidic-looking hands crawling up as cracks form all through the streets. You see buildings slowly tilting and breaking a little bit as you see buildings are getting swarmed by what looks to be undead turtle people. And for those who know, they are turtles. Shepard's wires start to spark. We gotta go! He's gonna run with you guys down the steps. Yep. You wanna say something?
Is this normal?
A huge explosion goes off. He just shakes his head. Nope. Go this way. Go this way. You hear screams. It sounds like this reminds you of when Cthulhu was back. You guys all feel that like adrenaline start to pump in with your characters. As you're running down the steps, about to go into this small room, into the door, everyone, I'll let you roll a perception check. One last glance.
I got an 8.
17.
4 or a 5.
15.
I'm looking in front of me, not behind me. I'm busy.
Okay, so 17 and 15. So Welder and Badei, you see something. The rest of you, you just see it's an undead uprising in the middle of the streets. Warforged families are running. People are screaming. The warg has like caved in an entire street. Badei, from your extremely low level vantage point, you can see kind of this like building's kind of fallen over, and you can kind of see under it. And you see there is a robed turtle. You would say elderly in appearance. You can only see the back of it. You just see like a huge golden shell with like a long robe dripping off of it as it's making its way into the citadel. Welder, from your high up advantage on the steps and your natural height, you can see up top as it looks like some of the undead turtles that have popped up are more structured and army-like. You can see kind of like over a building way off in the distance, making its way to the citadel. This doesn't look to be just blind undead. You make your way into this room, and you get into this cart.
Do I see anything with the dirty 20?
Oh, you got a dirty 20, Chester?
Yeah.
Yes. As you look forward, you cannot see you're kind of looking at another angle. Your eye kind of focuses on the south side of Van Greech, kind of where like the commotion's not at. And you see what's best described as a cat that slowly turns into this shadowy figure that's pure shadow and then evaporate into the air.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah.
You make your way into this cart. He loads you all in. He's like, all right, last one. He gets in with you, closes the giant gate doors on this underground thing, puts you on the cart. You see he pushes this button on the side, and it's almost like a big hamster wheel. There's nothing really in it, but just something like some light that kind of looks like it's moving like a hamster wheel. Just kind of shocking. As it goes, the line in front of you lights up, and your cart moves forward. You start tilting down, and it starts going at an enormous speed. OSHA would not approve this roller coaster. And as you kind of angle up, you kind of
embrace yourself. Oh my
you look
God.
like you're going through pipes, just like
All the pipes.
said. If you turn your attention to
Laying
roll
pipe
20, you'll
on
see
string.
you are on a cart moving forward.
The devil is a lie.
Oh, the devil is a lie. My bad. There you go.
Maxine is singing. From the second the cart started moving, she started singing. So,
What are you singing?
Is it a familiar song?
if I'm gonna pick from Erica's knowledge of the Vaultline songs, and the song that I've chosen that Maxine has special to her is the "What if you're made of steel, my dear? What if your heart's a gear I fear?" And so all this shit is happening, and she's just kind of like sitting there, like holding her mic up, her fake mic that she brought.
JR
Eyes
joins
alarm.
in, but he sings the song along with her very badly, but holding on because he is scared. His arms are just wrapped around the whole.
As the cart's coming around a bend and making its way, Chester yells, "Oh no!" And from the ground, right where there's a big opening that's going to lead into a large cavern, there is one of those undead turtles right there. For this next few battle maps, for a quick little taste, everybody roll initiative.
No! I'm not a fighter, I'm a boy.
And I also want to point out, and I think you've noticed already how I've done you dirty, any physical weapons I've taken away. You haven't been given your guns yet.
Got a 14, Papa.
Okay,
I also got a 4. No, I got a 12. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
All right.
I got a
Not
15.
14 Bidei, Maxine 15. Yeah. Well,
18 for Welder.
17, Chester.
oh, put them in order, y'all. What about JR?
I got a 12.
All right, perfect. So it's gonna Shepard's not fighting. It's gonna go Welder, Chester, Maxine, Bidei, JR, and because you're surprising this thing, it will go last, and we'll just call them undead. All right. What do you want to do?
Scream.
Welder is going to he's going to cast Sacred Flame at the undead. I rolled a 16 plus 4, which is a dirty 20.
That hits. Roll damage.
Splendid.
This would be the perfect time for me to play that song you were singing. I bet you I can. Hold on.
Yeah. Because she's still singing it this whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't need to roll. You need to make a dex saving throw.
Oh,
That's
I
my
do?
feat.
Okay.
Yeah.
No joke, nat 20.
Ah,
You get that point?
I do nothing.
You rolled a nat 20, I rolled a nat 20. Nothing happened. All right, we quickly go to the next person. It is Chester.
What do I even have right now? No weapons, no What are we, like 25 feet away from him?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15,
The front of the
20,
cart
25.
is.
Yeah. Yeah, you're about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You're 30 feet away from him.
Okay. I'm going to pull out a flask of oil and just pop it open and start pouring it behind the cart.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, try that again now.
Okay, next up is
Get out, get
Maxine.
out.
I'm gonna be a little dramatic. I'm singing, Maxine is going to cast message to Welder. And all she's gonna say, and she's just gonna be staring at him while she's singing, and she's gonna go, or the message to him in the head is gonna be, "You know not what you believe." And then she's just staring at him still while she's singing, and it completely ignores the creature.
I love the hacker in the party. It's like, I'm anti-government. Love the anti-government girly.
All right, next up is Benai.
Yeah. Dea, excuse me, and make her way to the front of the cart, and she's just gonna like pop up over the ledge there, and where her mouth screen is, it's just gonna open up, and she's gonna cast Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Okay.
And shoot acid all over this. So he needs to make a dexterity save.
They did a nat 20 earlier, so just throwing that out.
8.
You fail. Which means you're now covered in acid, and you're going to take this damage at the beginning of each of your turns.
Okay.
And that's going to be 4 acid damage to start with.
Okay.
And now entirely in front of the cart's just also covered in acid, everybody. Watch your step!
When the cart wheels go through it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect.
We're near the end.
JR.
For the folks at home, JR is an artificer, but he is not a practicing artificer. He himself is an artificer, so I've renamed all his spells. So I'll let you know what's happening. So JR is kind of sitting there. He's got his arms out. He's man spreading. We go into initiative. He's like, his eyes kind of like bulk up even more than they are, and he kind of goes into this like he sits up like full erect, like 6'6" straight. And he reaches into his crotch where there is a sack that there is, and he like, you can hear kind of like his hand moving around, and he's like, oh no, God, and it like rips, and there's like these ball bearings start to spill out into the cart, and he's like, wait, and he bonus action, I'm gonna use JR's balls, and I'm gonna use which is magic stone, and 3 of them start to glow. 3 of them start to glow.
He has been listening to Maxine.
He has been.
Hey,
he has been.
Listen, yes, a pleasure of the experience with the heart and soul. 3 of them start to glow, and he picks one up, and he goes, yeah, and he's gonna make use my action to make a spell attack. And that's gonna be a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
For we're looking at 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Yeah, it takes a huge hit.
Yeah. And mechanically, any other person can pick up one of those glowing balls and throw it. There are currently 2 left, and it would be a +6 to use. It's a d6 +4 for damage if you want to use one of JR's balls. So.
All right. He's using his turn just to like bring into focus what he's looking at. So the cart keeps moving into this next turn, but he's going to like slide out of the way and take a large swipe at Shepard. That's a 17 + 3. That's a dirty 20. So he's going to do, you see just like some wiring in Shepard's arm get ripped out. As the cart continues.
He also takes 5 damage at the beginning of his turn from the acid.
Okay.
Thank you.
Totaled. Perfect. All right. We move into the next part. As you come out of that tunnel, you see you are surrounded by undersea like spider bats. You don't know what they're called, so they just look like spider bats to you almost, flying through this large cavern that's in the sandstone under this far down deep in the sand. And there's these like viney, sandy red colored vines from the rocks that seem to be reaching out even for those bats and little things around looking for things to eat. It's very active. And then there's a bunch of little, I shouldn't say little, they're about the size of like a big dog. They're these sand beetles that move quickly and are very antsy all over the place. We're going to keep the same turn order. You are at this distance from everything you see on the screen. Welder.
Welder's going to respond to the message that was in his head.
Okay.
What? And then I would like to. Can I switch positions with Shepard? Is that something we can do, or is it like too tight?
What's your strength score in general? Compared to
my strength. is I have a 16 or a +3 strength.
Okay, yeah, his is higher than yours. He's also injured. You can do that, so you can just like switch places with him. You grab him and pull him over to that side.
Okay. And then I'll cast Sacred Flame again. If you could do a dex save for me.
Who?
The undead turtle.
We've moved through that part. You passed him in the tunnel. You are now,
Oh.
if you look at the roll 20, you're in a big open cave with things around you. You're kind of going through the middle of the air on this line.
He's still in front
But
of us.
He's on our.
Yeah.
Looks like he's on the
my
track
bad.
hiding it in front of us.
My bad. Let me get rid of
He's
him.
scary.
Stinky little thing. Get out of here.
He said, "No, I'm coming with you."
Okay, we're going to get rid of him. There you go. Now
He
you
just
never have to
wants
see him
be
again.
our friend.
You never have to see him again. All right, but there's
So
things all around you.
Are we moving up or are we moving down?
You're following the line. You're currently going horizontal to what you would imagine is ground. You feel even.
Okay. I'll do Sacred Flame on the closest guy.
Okay. Roll your attack.
Yeah. Dex save, please.
Dex save. Oh, that's right. You just said that. Dex saving throw. That is an 11.
You had to beat a 12. Awesome. It's a D8. Oh my God, there we go. Okay, that is a 6.
6 total damage.
Yes.
You
I
kill
believe
him.
so. 6 radiant.
6
Splendid.
radiant. Yep. You take him out. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
And that was the closest.
Dang it, I can't find it. There we go. All right, you take him out, and then I'm going to draw a big... Well, I'm not going to draw. He's just dead. Boom, boom, boom. All right, next is... Chester. What you want to do, Chester?
I realized I was pouring oil the wrong direction.
There's oil back there.
Think we're gonna take the action to hide. I'm going to compress myself to a small globule at the bottom of my seat and continue to attempt to play the banjo.
You pull out a banjo?
I do. I have a banjo and I hide and play that, which is counterintuitive since that makes me more noticeable.
Okay, well, the walls of this cart are high enough that if you dip down and melt and just somehow through the goo hands are formed and plays the banjo, you have full cover in combat during these things unless they fly above the cart. All right, banjo. Maxine, are you still singing while he's doing banjo?
Oh yeah, I'm still singing. So I don't know if how familiar Chester is with music. I don't know if his banjo is matching the song that I'm singing.
Are we on the same station or not?
Right. You tuning into the line?
I'm proficient to banjo, not performance, and I don't know this song, so we're making it up as we go.
Either way, Maxine will match. Maxine will change like the normal because she's so familiar with music, vibe, and rhythm of the song, but keep the same lyrics to match whatever Chester's playing, whatever the notes are. For Shepard, would you say that the damage he took was larger than 1 foot by 1 foot?
The what he took?
The damage that Shepard took, because you said he got kind of like scratched or clawed.
Was more than what?
1 foot by 1 foot. Like, is it more damage than that? Like that? Like a cube size?
Yeah, he said he like cut wires.
Yes.
Like a wound, like a wound.
It's okay. So in theory, I can cast mending on him, right? Because he's metal.
Yeah.
I'm just questioning. Period. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
So as she's singing, she's gonna notice like, he gets hit, he gets moved to the back. She'll just transition over to him. She's still singing and she's gonna get to the "But I don't care if it's true, all I know is I love you," and hit him with the mending, and then for bonus action also hit him with a bardic inspiration.
Okay, how long does it take mending? Is it instant?
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, I think so.
Instantaneous.
Okay, I'm gonna say for Warforged this is perfect. So yes, We're starting off the campaign with an awesome rule. All right, perfect. Anything else?
That'd be it. That's it from her. And he's inspired now if he decides to do anything.
Okay, I'm gonna add a d6. Bidet.
But
Dice good? No, but
No, I don't think so.
Bidet. Yeah, Bidet. And then JR.
Bidet eye. So I had moved up to the front of the cart, but I'm gonna go back to the back, and I'm gonna look at Welder, and I'll be like, "Uppies, lift me up, please." And hopefully Welder would lift me up, and that way I can get a good eye, and I can cast Acid Splash on this one over here.
I
Okay.
think you'll need to climb up me. I can't do anything right now.
Yeah, you just gotta climb up him.
No, I know. That was the uppies was for the next. I'm like making my way up your leg like a cat currently.
Well, if climbing me was a spell, I would be a willing creature.
I'm just like,
Perfect.
you see like a big acidy molecule just like start to form at the front of Bidet Eye's face and just like shoots out. It'll need to make a dex save.
$17.
38. Sorry.
How do you make it?
I'm like, hey, what's up? Hello.
Yeah, you don't take any damage.
It's okay. We're only level 1.
Perfect. Okay. JR.
I pick up one of my magic balls and I throw it at this one. Wait, did I ping it?
Which one?
It's not pinging. It's the one on the right. The one that's
In
on
front
the
of
right
you in
side
the
by
right?
itself. Yes,
Like-
thank you.
That one?
That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Heck yeah, let's see it.
Throwing magic balls. I keep on ones. It's gonna be 6 points of damage.
Okay. 6 on the nose, it dies. Boom.
Yay!
All it takes.
Balls.
And then
It falls.
I'm going to bonus action if I have my spells in front of me. Bonus action, I am going to use JR's deflection badge, so I'm going to take a little like a little tinkered like thing I've made, like a makeshift charm of sorts, and I'm gonna pin it onto Erica's characters, whose name I know, Maxine's jumper, and I was gonna bonus action cast Sanctuary. So if anything attacks her, it has to make a Wisdom save to pick a new target, and she is protected from attacks unless she makes an attack or hurts an enemy, which she hasn't done yet. So it seems to be on vibe for her. So she is protected for 1 minute.
Far out.
Thank you, son.
Gotta protect her. Taylor, leave Brittany alone.
So, all right. So it's the monsters' turns. They're all flying towards you. The seaweed creatures things can't. You just see their like flowery tentacles are reaching out for you. But all those things are flying. And it moves into the next turn as you turn around the corner. They all follow you, but now there's even more as there's just like structures around you. I guess those things aren't there anymore. Hold on. These things aren't there anymore.
Look at them roaches. Look at
Yeah.
them big
Yes,
old roaches.
but they're there. They're flying roaches. No, they're not there. Anyways,
They're floating.
you're flying through this whole thing.
I
You
imagine
don't
they're
have to
flying.
keep taking turns hitting these things because they're trying to fly and hit you. But as you start going around the corner each time and make your way towards the pipe, everything seems to be multiplying as everything's trying to follow closer to you. And
They did not clean these pipes out.
right before you're about to get to this large pipe opening from where you are now, the ground shakes again. Another big quake. Your vault line snaps as your cart goes up and hits that rock wall, and you fall back. I need everyone to roll a Constitution saving throw.
I'm good at that, and I'm still mad.
That part.
Why are you abusing me? I just got here.
I got a six.
I like got a
literally new
nat
here.
20.
Nat
Ooh.
20, that means a
Plus
second
5.
one. Do.
I got a
We're at
24.
2. We're at 2. 24. Okay.
Got an 8.
Got a 9. 8 and 9.
All right. Well,
Constitution saving throws.
Well-
6, 8, 9.
as that
8, 9.
falls and you fall
6, 7.
back into the darkness, you see the look in Shepard's eyes like, frick, everything's ruined. You see that pipe kind of break and angle down. You hear the muffled sounds as you're falling through the air and looking down. You see it different because the walls like this, like for a long time. You see busting through the walls are these undead turtles that have like eyes rolling back their heads. Some of them have like their skin falling off. They seem to be wearing what looks to be like, I want to say like old tattered Egyptian style robes. It's intricate. It's got like lining on it, but it's like nasty and rotten stuff. And as you're falling, Bidei kind of hit this like small pool of liquid that's kind of on a rock where it's like eroded over time. And as you land in this pool, you sniff it and it smells very like pickly. And everyone else kind of falls and hits this thing. And as you all land, you hit this big stone that breaks that little pool that Bidei is on. And you fall and it pours over all of you except for Bidei. So this like pool of stuff lands all over you. It smells very briny. And as you fall, you hit these rocks. I need a dexterity saving throw from everybody.
I'm not good at this one though.
I got a 15 that time.
10.
I got a 10.
That time.
16.
10.
What
10?
did you get, Ben? Or Chester?
21.
All right. As you all fall back, you hit these like jagged edges that are coming out. You're all going to take 4 points of damage as you're trying to grab on. Chester ends up wrapping his goo on one, and you watch as all of them slam into rocks and into this like pool that's like bubbling of eroded, brining liquid, and all of them lights out except for you, who dangles there. And you see from the side of the cavern that big warg go through one side, across the cavern into another, and it shakes and knocks you down into that pool, lights out.
Light a cigar on the way down.
As slow motion, it's just like the arm and that liquid in the cigar. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Is everyone alive?
Damn.
We'll come
We
back
just made
and
these
see
characters for nothing.
on
I
episode
was just
2.
curious because people I know ain't got a lot of hit points. We took 5 points of damage, just a lot.
I at least have how many left? 6 left?
But you know what? I don't want to give
Yeah.
you too much time to think
I
about it
have
on
6 as
stream.
well.
I want you to go off and think about
Yeah.
it. Because what if you are dead? Who knows? We'll find out episode
I'm worried about my
2.
bard. Good thing there's a wizard here, Jesus.
Thank you, everybody, for
Bye.
tuning in. Thank you, Jess,
See you
for
next
watching. Thank you,
time.
Papa. Thank you, everybody. Thank you guys for being active in
Thanks,
the chat.
Micah.
Hope you had a good
Come
time.
back.
Bye, Micah. Good night, everybody.
Well, folks, the night is over, the tale slowing down. From the steel-walled silo deep underground. But you out there, all safe and warm, all our nat ones haven't brought you harm. So thanks for watching. Oh, Maxine's got a voice that could shake the sky. Maybe she'll use that gift to help our heroes try. And Bud Day loves the grind, the grit, the sludge around. But maybe all the crap can help turn this ship around. So thanks for watching. Now AJ's a whiz, well he collects it too. But maybe that strange skill will see the whole team through. Weld is burning hotter than a blowtorch flame, and Chester made of goo is doing just the same. So thanks for watching. The clues keep stacking, the story keeps growing. Our heroes keep fighting, and the danger keeps keep showing. But we'll be back again, another daring day, another mystery waits, another silos in the way. So thanks for watching. Thanks for